Hello, fifth graders, and happy Monday. I hope that everyone had a wonderful weekend. I saw some of you at the football game on Friday. Hope the rest of you had a good Friday night and a good rest of the weekend. Today, I want to talk to you about something new that Miss Thompson and I are going to be doing over the course of the next 2.5 weeks, I think. We are going to be having lunch groups. We're going to have lunch groups, which every kid in fifth grade is going to have a lunch group one day with Miss Thompson and I. We are going to have lunch in room 513, which is in the main hallway by Miss Cooney, Miss Caleres, and Mr. Rivera's room. It's right there. It's empty. We are going to eat lunch in there. So every day I'm going to have on the screen for you who is eating lunch in lunch groups that day, from the first lunch, the second lunch, the third lunch, and so on. So you need to watch for your name each day. If you are in lunch group and you pack your lunch, you can go straight to 513. You don't even have to go to the cafeteria. If you buy your lunch, we're asking that you go straight to the lunch line. We know normally you go in and you sit down first, but that you go straight to the lunch line and then you come to 513 as soon as you get your lunch. Miss C, Mr. Mack, and Miss James will be the staff members that are continually in the cafeteria. They'll be doing the same thing I did on the microphone. They'll be turning the lights off. They'll be counting down. They'll be dismissing you to clean up, dismissing you to get your lunch. The expectations are not any different. They are exactly the same no matter what adult is in the cafeteria, no matter what adult is giving you the directions. The expectation is that you are quiet when the lights are turned out and we count down, that you remain in your seat unless your row is called to buy your lunch or your row is called to clean up, that you go back to your seat as soon as you clean up, that you're checking for garbage under your table, that you're using kind and respectful language and appropriate language, that you're keeping your hands and feet to yourself, and that you're not throwing things or anything inappropriate like that. So it doesn't matter who's in there. Those are the same expectations that are expected. And if we don't meet those expectations, then A, we have our assigned seats longer, and B, we may have more consequences than that. So remember, we're working to have opportunity to be able to pick where we want to sit in the cafeteria. All right, today I want to talk to you about writing a student statement. That is in case there's a situation, a staff member might ask you to write a statement, or you on your own might decide that you need to write a statement. So I am going to share with you the steps of how to do that. Something important that I want to share with you today. So sometimes we have things that happen, incidents or things that we need to report to somebody. Your first step is to report things to your classroom teachers or the nearest adult if it's an emergency. If they want you to write a student statement for me, or you think that you need to write a student statement, you have access to do that straight from your Chromebook wherever you are. So if you get home and you're talking to mom and dad about something and they say you should tell somebody, get out your Chromebook and follow the next steps that I'm going to show you so that you can send it and it comes directly to my email, and then I know what situations need to be handled. So on your Chromebook, when you open up Google, all the way over here in the upper left-hand corner, you have a folder called BCSD Links. You're going to click on that, and the second one down is the BMMS Student Dashboard. If you click on the Student Dashboard, a screen like this comes up. This is where you also find the Hall Pass, but what we're talking about today is the Student Statement Form. And you're going to click on the Student Statement Form, and it is going to open up an incident report, hopefully. Okay. Well, nice little break we took there. Okay, so it opens up this BMMS incident report and it asks you some questions. Your name, what grade you're in. This is really, really important. If you don't pick 5th grade or you pick a different grade, I'm not going to get it. So make sure you pick 5th grade so it comes right to me. That's how they know to email it to me. You're going to put today, the date you're filling out the form, and then the date that it happened. So if it happened yesterday, you would put yesterday's. Now, these middle questions are just if you know the answers. Who was involved? Where did it happen and when? Like outside of Mr. Cummins' room right before school started. That would go there. And then were there any other kids that were just standing around that might have witnessed it that I could talk to get information? This is the important part. Describe what happened, including what you did and your role in everything. And if you made a bad choice, then own it, because likely I'm going to find out anyways. So give me all the information that you can, as many details as possible. And then this question is this the first time you've been involved with this student? So if you have an issue with a particular student, I'm just asking, is there a history of issues between you guys, or is it something new? So then you're going to click continue at the bottom, and you're going to get a second screen. It's running very slowly today. And on the second screen, there's going to be a button that says, I think it says something about, are you sure? And then that's where you hit submit. So you have to hit both continue on that page and submit on this page. If you don't hit submit, then, and you don't get the success, your submission has been saved, I am not going to get the student report. So this is how you get information to me about incidents or things that you think that I need to handle, and then I will either call you down or I will just address the issue. A variety of things may happen. If you're not sure, ask your teacher. It might be something they can help you with. And if not, they will direct you to fill this out. Nobody needs to come to the office to do this. It's amazing. You can do it straight from your Chromebook in your classroom, at home, wherever you are that you have Wi-Fi and can get on there. All right. Thanks, guys. The topic for today, if you are not eating in a lunch group and you're eating in the cafeteria, the question today is, if you could eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? My answer would be macaroni and cheese, because A, I love it, and B, there's lots and lots of different varieties of it, so I don't think I would get bored. Titans Pledge. As a Titan, I am respectful, responsible, and safe. I pledge to pursue excellence, live with integrity, and act with purpose.